Welcome back here with the latest on headlines. Today, now the Pakistan National Security meet to discuss the ceasefire violations along the line of control ends. A statement by Pakistan establishment after the meeting clearly points towards an attempt to internationalize the Kashmir issue. Pakistan says will reach out to 5 main countries and raise the issue of LoC and also the Kashmir issue alongside. It also slammed India, saying that India wasted the workable option of dialogue over a non-issue of Hurriyat meet, which is a normal practice by Pakistan. The 3 service chiefs, DG ISI Zahirul Islam, Defence Minister Khwaja Asif, Interior Minister Chaudhry Nisar, Finance Minister Ishaq Dar, Information Minister Parvez Rashid and Advisor on National Security and Foreign Affairs Sartaaj Aziz also attended the meeting.
अभी भी हमने एक्स्ट्रा विजिलेंट होने को बोला है, क्योंकि जम्मू में ये देखा जा रहा है कि रात के वक्त वो लोग फायरिंग कर रहे हैं। रात के वक्त ही इवन सिविलियन पॉपुलेशन पे फायरिंग कर रहे हैं। तो हमारा जो जम्मू से लगा इलाका, खासकर गुरदासपुर सेक्टर वाला, उस पर हमने विशेष एहतियात बरतने को बोला है। जो सिंपल प्रिंसिपल हैं सावधानी बरतने की, वो बरते जा रहे हैं और हमारी तैयारी पूरी है। हम लोग शुरू में अपनी ओर से कभी सीज फायर वायलेशन नहीं करते। ये हमेशा पाकिस्तान पहले सीज फायर वायलेशन करता है, पर अगर वो करता है तो हम उसका जरूर करारा जवाब देते हैं।
Pakistan National Security meet is on to discuss the ceasefire. In fact, it just ended is what we're getting to know, to discuss the ceasefire violations along the line of control. A statement by Pakistan establishment after the meeting clearly pointing towards an attempt to internationalize the Kashmir issue. Pakistan has said that it will reach out to 5 main countries and raise the issue of LoC. I'd like to cut across at this point of time. Hamza Amir, my colleague, joining us live from Islamabad. Hamza, can you give us the details which has emerged out of this meeting?
Well, today it was an important meeting on national security where all the heads of the military establishment were there. The meeting stayed for at least 2 hours, and after that there was a mutual decision that Pakistan will speed up the diplomatic channels to reach out to India as far as the discussing the issue of line of control is concerned. They've also said that they will also be talking to more diplomats who are in Pakistan, and so that the issue can be actually moved forward towards other countries, and the pressure can be inserted through the diplomatic channels on India. Thirdly, they said that Pakistan wants to talk, and we are ready to talk as far as the peace negotiations are concerned. They blamed India for wasting the opportunity of the composite dialogue process, which was because of the Hurriyat meeting. They've also said that the Kashmir issue will also be raised in front of at least 5 main parties, which I think they are referring to the SARC upcoming conference, that issue will also be raised in front of various 5 major countries, as they say are important, and they will be pushed ahead through the United Nations platform. That Kashmir issue should be sorted out. At the same time, the line of control issue should be addressed, and India should be pressurized through the diplomatic channels and also through internationalizing Kashmir issue. They should be able to focus more on pressurizing India, not by violence but by diplomatic channels.
Hamza, to stay on with us, joining us on this news bulletin is our deputy editor Shiv Arur. Shiv, what's come out of the security meeting in Pakistan, the indications of those were given a long time back, where there is now a concerted attempt by Pakistan to internationalize once again the issue of Kashmir.
That's right, Preeti, and the end game from this National Security Council meeting is completely on expected lines. I don't think the Indian Foreign Office, the Indian establishment would have been expecting very much else. They were always going to expect for Pakistan to continue on this line of wanting to internationalize the Kashmir issue. The very terse response from the Indian side is India and Pakistan have been signatories to the Shimla Agreement. They've agreed in the past as well that any discussions on this will only be strictly bilateral. There will be no third party interlocution, interference or mediation of any kind. The Modi government has made this statement in New York as well, right after the UNGA speech by Nawaz Sharif, where he spoke about plebiscite. There's been hectic lobbying by Pakistan to try and internationalize the issue. They've identified 5 countries right now. But at the end of the day, this is precisely what Pakistan has done. Seen in the light of what's been happening on the international border and the line of control control. It may appear to be aggressive, to be escalatory, but the simple fact is, diplomatically and politically speaking, this is textbook Pakistan. This is what Pakistan has always wanted to do and failed to do for many decades together, Preeti, which is to try and somehow make the Kashmir issue reach a sort of critical mass as far as international recognition is concerned, where something is perhaps forced on India by the international community, but obviously the reputations of India and Pakistan can't actually be sort of measured in terms of international reputation. So therefore, so far Pakistan's been unsuccessful.
Should stay on with us. Also, Hamza, we'll keep coming back to you. We're getting the latest coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs, India. Now, India has slammed Pakistan for the diplomatic war, Pakistan to internationalize tension on the LoC. The statement given out by the MEA goes on to suggest that Pakistan is signatory to the Shimla Agreement and issues to be resolved bilaterally. Pakistan to reach out to top 5 countries. We will raise Kashmir issue globally. Well, that is what Pakistan has said after the end of that security meet. The MEA's counter to that is that terror, violence, is the propaganda of Pakistan. No talks unless Pakistan takes steps. Moreover, India has added that Pakistan has to de-escalate the current tensions which are on at the border. I'd like to cut across to Hamza Amir, who's getting us the very latest expected statement coming in from the MEA.
Absolutely, Preeti. Like I just pointed out, this was the tone and tenor of what India had said even in New York just a few days ago. The simple fact is any diplomatic escalation by Pakistan trying to drum up some kind of attention at the United Nations, trying to get joint statements with other countries as far as Kashmir is concerned, is going to be a tightrope walk. It's not going to be very difficult. There's a SARC meet very soon, so the precise effect of Pakistan's efforts to get other countries to sort of pipe up about the Kashmir issue will perhaps be seen at that time. But let's remember one thing, Preeti. The relationship that India enjoys with many of these countries is far better than what Pakistan enjoys, and on a larger scale, Pakistan's own reputation as being a sponsor of terror, as being the most dangerous place in the world, as being a proliferator of weapons and nuclear technology is something that weighs very heavily on Pakistan diplomatically anyway. So it's going to be many of these countries, and I'm not talking about China because China is a direct ally of Pakistan, but if you look at any of the other countries, it's going to be a tightrope walk. The United States has already sort of made it very clear that where it actually stands on this entire issue. It's not going to interfere, but on all of the other countries, it's going to be a toss-up between whether they want to rub India the wrong way. Many of them don't want to, given India is such a big trade partner within the ASEAN and within South Asia, and whether they want to join the international community in perceiving Pakistan for what it is, which is a state sponsor of terror, a proliferator of nuclear technology, and an aggressor in the immediate situation that we're talking about.
Appreciate you joining us. My colleague Shivarur getting us the very latest coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs. We'll of course keep tracking developments there. Meanwhile, India's aggressive response to Pakistan has forced Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to reassess his strategy. Nawaz chaired a meeting of the National Security Committee which just ended a short while back. Ironically, the unprovoked firing from the line of control was criticized. There was intermittent firing between 8 p.m. to 8:25 p.m. last night in 2 sectors, but no injuries were reported. The Indian side, though, continued to remain vigilant.
अभी भी हमने एक्स्ट्रा विजिलेंट होने को बोला है, क्योंकि जम्मू में ये देखा जा रहा है कि रात के वक्त वो लोग फायरिंग कर रहे हैं. रात के वक्त ही इवन सिविलियन पॉपुलेशन पे फायरिंग कर रहे हैं. तो हमारा जो जम्मू से लगा इलाका, खासकर गुरदासपुर सेक्टर वाला, उस पर हमने विशेष एहतियात बरतने को बोला है. जो सिंपल प्रिंसिपल्स हैं सावधानी बरतने की, वो बरते जा रहे हैं और हमारी तैयारी पूरी है. हम लोग शुरू में अपनी ओर से कभी सीज फायर वायलेशन नहीं करते. ये हमेशा पाकिस्तान पहले सीज फायर वायलेशन करता है, पर अगर वो करता है तो हम उसका जरूर करारा जवाब देते हैं.